Is it focused? It is my second time filming this video because the first time I shot it, it was out of focus and I tried to fix it in post, but you can't do that. Mom, can you check if this is focused? Ugh.
It looks good to me.
It's focused?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Great. Okay. Thanks. Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, it's Keara. And today I'm going to be doing a video all about long distance relationship advice. You guys asked me a bunch of questions on Instagram, so I am here answering all of your advice. I know a bunch of you are in long distance relationships. I feel like it's a thing that a lot of queer relationships are long distance. I don't know why, but it just is. I am in one myself, so I'm only speaking from experience. You don't need to take my advice if you don't want to. Before we jump into the video, I have some exciting news. So I don't know if you guys have seen my short film Night Drive, but if you have, thank you so much for all of your support because it just got admitted into Buffer Festival in Toronto, which is like a YouTuber kind of film festival. Stevie Bobby is premiering her short film there, which I am also in, and I did not realize that it would get this popular, and I'm just very, very grateful for every single one of you. So with that being said, if you do live in the Toronto area, feel free to come out to the screening. I will be there, Jess will be there who plays Heidi, Matthias will be there who plays Travis, my mom, my sister, and my girlfriend Lauren, and it's gonna be a really fun time. You can come and meet us and watch the screening, and also make sure you buy a ticket to Stevie Bobby's screening as well. Yeah, I will link everything down below in the description, and I really hope to see you there. Now without further ado, let's get on into the questions, and if you wanna go follow my Instagram, I will put it somewhere here. All of my other social media links will be in the description. Make sure you like this video if you want to see more content like this, and subscribe. So the first and probably most popular question I got was, is it worth the wait? Is the long distance relationship worth the wait? And I think I can only respond to this in my own personal relationship because every single relationship is different. In my personal relationship, it is definitely worth the wait because I see myself being with her in the future and breaking the distance eventually, and I think if you can see yourself breaking the distance with your partner, then it will be worth the wait. And if you do truly really love this person, then I think it definitely is worth the wait. Probably the second most popular question I got was, what can you do to keep the momentum going? Because, you know, sometimes you go months without seeing each other and it's really hard to stay connected. So something that my girlfriend and I always do is we FaceTime at night because we know that that's when we're gonna be free, so we always check off like a time period from like 9 to 11 where we can just talk uninterrupted, and thankfully we do have the same time zone. She lives in the United States and I live in Canada, but we're both in Eastern time, so at least we don't have the time zone barrier, which I'm sure many of you guys do. You know, we're always texting during the day and sending each other like what we're eating for dinner, or pictures from our walk in the forest, or crazy stories about what happened at work. Just literally anything to keep in contact. Plan a date when you get to see them next and write that down in your calendar. I actually have this app and it's a countdown clock, so it shows like the hours and days and minutes until your event, and I always write down the day that I'm gonna see her, and I'm always looking at it and texting her and being like, oh my gosh, 8 more days. Right now I think it's like 2 days until I get to see her, so I'm super excited. That keeps the momentum going and it keeps things interesting, and it just gives you something to look forward to. This one's actually a really relevant question. What can I do if physical affection is my love language? That is really hard for me too because the main way that I feel love is by being physically close to someone and hugging and kissing and cuddling and all that nice stuff, but obviously when you're in a long distance relationship you can't do that all the time. I think the next best option is resorting to verbal affirmations such as I love you and I can't wait to see you and you mean so much to me, and just being grateful for your partner verbally instead of you know, being physically with them. I think that's the next best option. Also, a really important thing to do is have family and friends by your side at all times, and keep busy with lunch dates with your friends, movie nights with your mom, etc. Whatever makes you happy, do it. I encourage you to focus on things that you love to do, such as, you know, writing music, or going on walks, going to the beach, or, you know, maybe doing makeup tutorials, or doing things that just bring you joy when you're not with your partner. I think is a really good idea. The next question is, how do you decide where to meet up? So my girlfriend and I meet up every month or so. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, and we'll alternate months. So this month I'm going to where Lauren lives, and next month Lauren's coming to Toronto, and we just alternate each month. I mean, we haven't really done this yet, but we'll book a trip together somewhere cool and just explore, and we don't need to go to each other's hometown, we can go elsewhere. Someone else asked, doesn't distance lessen your love? Because sometimes distance helps you forget about someone. That's a really good question, but I disagree, because I think distance strengthens our love and increases the desire to want to see each other again. And we're always missing each other, which is good because it means that we have feelings for each other. You know, if you didn't miss someone, then, you know, maybe you don't want to see them again. Distance can make the heart grow fonder, as the saying goes. I also got a lot of questions about, I'm worried that my partner is going to cheat. How do I trust them? And that's another question that is very subjective to your situation. My situation is, I know there's no way that either of us would cheat, because there's no one else we're looking at, and all we see is each other, and we would just never do that. We're not the type of people to do that. It depends on your partner. I don't know who y'all are dating, but I hope you would trust them enough that they wouldn't go, you know, and cheat on you while you're not together. I can't really tell you how to trust someone, it just depends on their character. The next question is, how do you enjoy your life when they're not around? Like I said before, keep busy with things that you love to do, such as going out with your friends, hanging out with your family, getting close to your loved ones, you know, whatever hobbies, or even your work. Get involved in your hobbies and your work and whatever brings you joy, because when you're not with your partner, you need something else that's going to bring you joy other than them. So I'd say keep busy so that you don't have to miss them all the time and think about how you miss them so much, and it just becomes a cycle of missing someone. Another thing is taking care of yourself. Practicing self-care on a daily basis cultivates your relationship with yourself, and you can't fully love another person unless you love yourself first. Someone else asked, what do I do if they're not putting in enough effort and I'm putting in all the effort? I think communication is key, and you need to bring that up to them if you're having an issue with them. Communication is so important in long distance relationships. You always have to tell your partner what's wrong. You can't play that whole game like, I'm fine, don't worry about it. You need to be straight up with your partner, because nothing's ever gonna get fixed if you don't tell them. And it's not like they know because they're with you in a physical space. They're so far away. Maybe they don't know that something's wrong, and the only way it's gonna get better is if you bring it up to them. Talk to your partner. Have a phone conversation. FaceTime them. Skype them. Whatever you wanna do. Talk to them. Another question is, how can I tell if my feelings are changing? Sometimes when you're far away from someone, you don't know. My advice for that is, if you are genuinely really excited to see them, that's a good sign. That means that your feelings are the same and you still really love this person. If just thinking about being with them, hugging them, kissing them and everything makes you so happy, then I don't think your feelings have changed, unless you find someone else attractive and you're not interested in your partner anymore. But if you genuinely are excited to talk to them at the end of the night on FaceTime, or your face lights up when they text you, I don't think your feelings have changed. But that's also up to you, and I can't tell you how you feel, so that is up to you. Best part about long distance relationships is another question. My favorite part about long distance relationships is I feel like it just makes the connection so much stronger, and I know that this relationship is actually worthwhile because we both want to put the effort in to see each other. We both want to move in together someday. It increases the drive to want to see each other and be with each other. I love the feeling of, not seeing my partner for a month and then going to pick her up at the airport. Like, it's the best feeling. If you know, you know. It's the most amazing feeling ever. Sometimes you take advantage of spending quality time with your partner if they live in the same city as you. So this way you're always grateful to see them and you're resonating from a place of appreciation. And the last question I'm going to be answering today is, can long distance relationships work? They can work if you want them to work and if you put in the effort and if your partner is putting in the effort. Honestly, it's all effort and communication. It'll work if it's supposed to work and if it's the divine plan of your life. They can work, and I have so many friends who are in long distance relationships. I even have friends that did long distance for like 5 years and now they're finally married, and they wouldn't have been able to be married right now if they didn't do long distance for the 5 years. And it's a real test to a relationship, but I think it's an important test, and I think long distance relationships are really special in that way. If you are in a long distance relationship, comment down below, join the fam. I know how hard it is sometimes, so I will be really happy if you find this video helpful and you just realize that you're not alone. You're not the only person in a long distance relationship. I am too. I did this too myself, but I'm so glad I did, because if you're watching this, Lauren, I love you so much. To bits and pieces. Yeah, so comment down below if you're in an LDR and what's your experience with it. Are you enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it? If you have any more questions, comment them down below. If you want me to do a sequel to this video, let me know below. And once again, make sure you buy tickets to the screening of my short film and Stevie Bobby's short film. I will be there. Come meet me. I'm so excited when I get to meet my fans and my followers. Not even really my fans, my friends. Y'all are my friends. Alright, that is it for today, and I love you so much. See you soon. Bye.
Yeah, I hope that this doesn't